commitment, and care for our environment and Earth. To begin with, I would just like to invite our guests. Please join me in welcoming Professor M. Srinivas, Director, AIIMS, New Delhi. Shri Sujoy Chaudhary, Director, Planning and Business Development, Indian Oil Corporation, holding additional charge of Director, HR. Now I would request Dr. Anup Daga, Additional Professor, Department of Hospital Administration and Member Secretary, CSR Cell, to felicitate Mr. Sujoy Chaudhary, Director, Planning and Business Development, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, holding additional charge of Director of HR. Now I would request Mr. B.R. Shekhar, Chief MSSO, to felicitate Professor M. Srinivas, Director, AIIMS, New Delhi. Now I would request Dr. Vinay Kumar, President, RDA, to felicitate Mr. Shantanu Gupta, Executive Director of Alternative Energy and Sustainable Development, Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Thank you, sir. Now I would request Mr. Rajiv Maikuri to felicitate Dr. Nirja Batla, ma'am. Thank you all.
Okay, taking this program forward, let's start with the brief introduction of World Environment Day. Led by the United Nations Environment Programme and held annually on 5th June since 1973, World Environment Day is the largest global platform for environmental public outreach and is celebrated by millions of people across the globe. World Environment Day puts a global spotlight on the pressing environmental challenges of our times. Every year, different themes are adopted for the targeted actions on the protection of environment. The theme for the World Environment Day 2023 is Solutions to Pollution. To show our commitment to the cause and our allegiance to the global community in protecting the environment, AIIMS New Delhi is celebrating the World Environment Day today by installing the reverse vending machines, also called plastic bottle crushers, at its campus and having awareness activities in collaboration with the Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Now I would like to invite Dr. Reema Dada, Professor in Charge Media Cell, AIIMS, New Delhi, to give welcome address.
Good afternoon, everybody, and it's my pleasant duty to welcome all of you. A very warm welcome to all of you as we gather today to address a very crucial issue that affects not only our environment, which is nothing but an extension of us, but also our well-being. I would like to express our gratitude to Mr. Sujoy Chaudhary, who's the Director, Planning and Business Development, as well as holds the additional charge of Director, Human Resources. I would also like to thank our director, under whose enthusiastic guidance we have really given a huge burst to the corporate social responsibility, and because of which the Indian Oil Corporation is lending us with, it has given us 3 reverse vending machines. In celebration of the World Environment Day, which is an annual event that has been raising public awareness about environmental issues since 1973, this year's theme is Beat plastic pollution. And I would like to welcome all the members of AIIMS fraternity, as well as the members of the Indian Oil Corporation, as well as the students, as well as the staff, and also from the students of the nursing college for this event. Now, I just would like to tell you briefly about how severe the problem of plastic pollution is. The world is really inundated by plastic, and shockingly, more than 400 million tons of plastic are produced each year, and only less than 10% is recyclable. And majority of it finds its way into the waters, oceans, water bodies like ocean, lakes, and rivers. And I would like to tell you that a few years back, how these things affect our lives. We had gone to the most beautiful beach in India, one of the Kovalam beach, and we had a conference there, and the way they invited us was visit the most beautiful beach in India. And shockingly, when I went for a walk in the morning, because the water of the high tide had receded, the whole of the beach was, littered with plastic disposable elements, like, for example, bottles, toothbrushes, pens. And it was such a horrible sight to see it early in the morning, and a huge number of people were involved in removing that. So we have to be aware of what is happening, and it's important to understand the consequences of this pollution, because it not only affects our planet, but is also impacting our health, because a large number of these plastic bottles, plastic toys, and various aspects of plastics are coated with various chemicals which are toxic to our health, as well as endocrine disrupting chemicals, which can also disrupt the fetal development. So, however, amidst these challenges, there is hope, and science has provided us with the solutions to tackle this crisis. And just as we joined forces to combat and win over the COVID pandemic, let us also pledge to overcome the plastic pandemic. Plastic pollution is pressing an issue, and I would like to express a sincere gratitude to the Indian Oil Corporation and its director for giving us 3 reverse vending machines, which will help us to tackle this problem, because our institute has a footfall of about 25 to 30,000 patients and their caretakers daily. And so we are inundated with a huge number of plastic waste, and this will help to reduce that. In addition to that, I would like to mention that Indian Oil Corporation is also giving us 4 electric vehicles, big vehicles, electric buses, which is about the cost of about 7.5 crores. And it's very important because that will help to reduce the carbon footprint. And so I would just like to, again, thank the Indian Oil Corporation. And I hope that this initiative we carry forward, and we raise awareness not only amongst our staff, the students, as well as amongst the patients, that we should not be using single-use plastic items. And we should, if we do use them, we should be actually destroying them in proper places. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would request Professor M. Srinivas, Director, AIIMS, New Delhi, to enlighten all of us with his vision on environmental protection. Please, sir.
Thank you. I'm not going to enlighten anything. There's enough light here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Director, sir, the officers of the IOL, and Madam, Nija Matla, Madam, and all the faculty, the staff, students, nursing college principal. Ma'am, can you come over front? Yeah, all of you, very good afternoon to you. And AIIMS has taken the lead of how we can reduce the pollution within the campus. We had a lot of issues with the traffic and the carbon footprint, the pollution in the institution. We have made our efforts to see that, we remove all those encroachments, and then the traffic which was going in a very slow pace within the institution. A lot of plants have been coming from the students and from the staff members. A big initiative has come that, we have planned to put almost 10,000 plants in the campus, in the entire AIIMS campus. That's something which initiative has been started. Dr. Mali is here from cardiac radiodiagnosis, and he has been one of those initiators of the tree plantations at the institution. And the second challenging thing for us was the number of vehicles which were coming within the institution. And then we are very grateful to the corporation that, they could help us how to reduce that, because we did not want these private vehicles and the 3-wheelers and 2-wheelers and the 4-wheelers to come within. And when they don't get the parking space. They keep roaming in the institution. That's something which was very, very polluting to our environments here. We get all kinds of patients here. The patients even with the respiratory problems, and then we did not want to add pollution to them. And then getting to precipitate the severe airway issues and other things. And we are really grateful to you, sir, and for your organization for having given us the electrical vehicles. And once the electrical vehicle comes, we will restrict, and then probably we will ban that kind of vehicles within the institutions, because they will be taking the people, our patients and the attenders, from the metro station, bus station, and the stations which are outside the periphery at the main entrances, so that within the campus at least we will keep them, that there will not be any vehicles which are polluting the environment here. And once again, welcome to this event. And then this is the initiative, and we are really grateful to the corporation for having given us this opportunity. And then we look forward that we strengthen our relationship, that how we can collaborate and then help each other. We have some plans of visiting their sites and then taking them for handholding for the nursing college, and also for some of those workers who are working in the refineries. That's something from our side that we wanted to give it back to them. Thank you once again. Welcome to this event, and then look forward that we continue with our efforts to decrease the pollution and then become more environment friendly in AIIMS. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now may I request Mr. Sujoy Chaudhary, Director Planning and Business Development, and having additional charge of Director HR, Indian Oil Corporation Limited.
Very good afternoon to you all. Dr. Srinivas, Director AIIMS, New Delhi, Dr. Neerja, Dr. Anup Garg, Dr. Rima Rada, other esteemed faculties from AIIMS, the students who are here, the staff members, the students of nursing school, my fellow IOCians. Today it is a very, very important day for the world as such. Today we are celebrating World Environment Day, and our presence in AIIMS is a commitment towards that effect. First and foremost, it is with great admiration that I stand before you today. Your unwavering commitment to serving humanity through your expertise and passion has touched countless lives. With these walls, these dreams are nurtured. Within these walls, dreams are nurtured, battles are fought, and lives are transformed. Every heartbeat matters, every life is cherished, and every ailment is met with unwavering dedication. That's AIIMS, and that's what we salute. As a part of our commitment to our sustainability, we stand here with AIIMS to do a small bit. We would be aligning ourselves to this cause of plastic pollution by giving you 3 reverse vending machines, which would be installed at 3 different places. As Dr. Rima has explained, that there are a number of patients who come here with a lot of hope, and while they attend to their patients, they carry this disposable water bottles, and mostly they are strewn over the place. To help organize this, to help avoid plastic pollution, these vending machines would be very, very effective. And to that effect, we will be installing them at 3 different places on this very important day. Apart from that, there was a huge initiative which Dr. Srinivas took. And as a part of that, from CSR, we would be running buses from the various centers of yours. So they'll commuting patients from one center to another, and thereby reducing the carbon footprint which is involved in this commute. Thirdly, as Dr. Srinivas has also highlighted, we are working for a number of initiatives which we can do together. To start with, a few things which will benefit Indian Oil, and later on, I'm sure as the relationship expands, we'll find areas of mutual interest where both of us can work together for the society at large. As far as Indian Oil is concerned, since we are country's largest energy producer and we have a commitment towards this country, we take this responsibility very, very seriously. We are trying to do our bit in this. You would be happy to note that today, by recycling about 100 million PET bottles, we are making the sustainable jackets, sustainable uniforms for our pump attendants and the LPG delivery boys who reach your homes. We are trying to make non-combat uniforms for Indian Army, and as also merchandise from these PET bottles. Also recycling the wrappers. The biggest challenge today is the wrappers, which are lying all over the place. As Dr. Rima was explaining, while she had been to one of the beaches, she found a lot of plastic waste around. We have launched a brand called Cycloplast, whereby we recycle used plastic and convert them to useful plastic granules with a lot of value-added properties so that they can be used in the manufacture of virgin grades also by mixing them. These grades which we have made have a lot of mechanical strength, a lot of desirable properties so that they can lend value to the virgin plastics as well. And they are finding very, very good acceptance in the market, especially with the big processors like Procter & Gamble, Unilever, and these who are very, very careful about environment per se. So we hope to take this brand to many places. We have started the journey about a year back, and we are by far the leaders in this. The third thing what we are trying to do is for our refineries, we are trying to reduce our water footprint. So Indian Oil's Mathura refinery would be world's first freshwater neutral refinery from 1st of October. Thereby meaning our Mathura refinery will not take any fresh water. It will be only sewage water, treated sewage water, which will go into the refinery, thereby reducing carbon footprint significantly. This initiative will be taken forward in our Gujarat refinery thereafter, and thereafter, one by one, will convert the other refineries as well. Similar such initiatives are being taken in recycling of other plastics, which are difficult to handle only mechanically. So we have patented a process called Eco P2F. P2F means plastic to fuel, which we'll be using for so-called multi-layer films, which are difficult to otherwise recycle. And similar such thing, we have used plastics in bituminous roads for lending them additional mechanical properties, at the same time making the roads more durable. So various such initiatives are being taken by Indian Oil. As you have seen, we are also very mindful of our biodiversity. We have adopted the Indian one-horned rhino. And after we have adopted, fortunately for us, no poaching of one-horned rhino has taken place. We have also helped relocation of the cheetah to in Kuno. We have played the major part or major role in that. So all in all, what I would like to say, Indian Oil has a role in all these aspects, and we are really mindful of our role which we play in our society. Alongside our AIIMS department, which Shantanu leads, is transforming rural lives by handling the agri-waste, which is people of Delhi are more accustomed to, the pollution which happens in October, November, coming out of the Parali. We are the largest manufacturers or producers of biogas today, made from rice straw, sugarcane bagasse, and other sources. We are doing that as well. And our initiatives in alternate energy in the form of solar, wind also are in a very, very advanced stage, and we're progressing by the day. All in all, we feel that we have a very important role to play. At the same time, on this special day, since we are all individuals as well, besides being tagged to any of the institutions. We have a role, and we seriously believe that each one of us has a role to play, not only in handling plastics, by disposal of plastics in proper fashion, mindful of the lifestyle that we have. The pollution is more urban. So all of us who are part of the urban population has a role towards that, so that we can reduce, we can reuse and recycle whatever we are using. Reuse, recycle, as I keep on saying, is something which is akin to India. Most of us try to conserve the plastic bag, which is, if it is a good one, or a brown paper bag, if it is a good one. So, or the newspaper, old newspaper, we try and recycle. That is what is in our DNA. But we need to exhibit this in a greater fashion and possibly organize or create awareness around us so that sustainability becomes a part of life, daily lives. Thank you. It is really indeed to tie up with AIIMS, and as I said, we look forward to many such avenues of doing work together, not only here, but possibly in distant locations as well, where they need the services all the more. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Neerja Bhatla, Head of the Department, Gynecology Department.
Good afternoon to all the dignitaries gathered over here. I think it is really a remarkable assorted departments represented over here, including our College of Nursing and our young students. So it is really a pleasure for me here. So thank you to Dr. Srinivas for inviting me to this and for selecting our mother and child block as one of the venues for this important activity. I think that's really important because a lot of what happens in society stems from the mother. So I think giving this information to our women folk is going to have a greater impact than putting it anywhere else. I think the mother is the first teacher. So once the mothers learn, they take back the home, teach the families, teach the children. I think there will be a lot of output there. So I won't spend very much more time here. I think a lot of enlightenment has happened and we are wiser about all the things. And it's really, really nice to hear about all the things that Indian Oil has been personally involved in. We know all these activities, and it's very good to know that Indian Oil has supported all these, and we look forward to a further involvement in our mother and child block in the times to come. And we assure you that you will be delighted with the results of your every investment here. So thank you very much, and I hope we all have a great World Environment Day and year and many years to come as well.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Anup Daga, Member Secretary, CSR Cell, AIIMS, New Delhi, to conclude the program.
Thank you, Riyad. Dhanyavad, Ira. So it's a moment of pleasure to say my vote of thanks to all the people who have gathered in this house on this important day, that is World Environmental Day, which is celebrated on 5th of June. I would like to thank Director Planning and Development and also with additional charge of HR, Mr. Sujoy Chaudhary for Indian Oil Corporation, with his team colleague, Director Sustainable Development, Mr. Shantanu Gupta, for being here and taking this initiative. Along with this, I would like to thank my team from the Institute led by our Visionary Director, Professor M. Srinivas, and our senior faculty members and colleagues, Professor Neerja Bhatla, Head of Gynecology, Professor Nand Kumar from Department of Psychology, Dr. Rima from Media Division and being from Department of Anatomy, Dr. Kochar from Department of Physiology, and all my nursing officers, all my medical social service officers, representative of the different unions, Karamchari Union, Nursing Union, Student Union, Resident Doctors Association. And besides, I can see a lot of other people who I'm recognizing, maybe they may also be recognizing, including my sanitation officers who have gathered here. So today, this is a unique day. यदि हम बोले कि एक अनोखा दिन है हमारे लिए, to the Director Business Development, Mr. Sujoy Chaudhary, I would like to inform you, you are India's #1 energy producer. And you will be happy to know that we are considered the #1 medical institute of India. Today is a unique day that we got #1 ranking. We got #1 ranking under Nation Institution Ranking Framework for being the best medical institute continuously year after year. Ladies and gentlemen, I will say, please join our hands and give more claps for this momentous occasion. This is a unique marriage of, I will say, of #1 energy producer and #1 medical institution of India. With Indian Oil, we have joined hands through the corporate social responsibility initiative of the company, through our CSR cell, for a number of initiatives which have been told by you, by the Director of Planning and Development, Mr. Sujoy Chaudhary, to you, like having an e-transport initiative, which is going to reduce the footprints of carbon very much, not in the AIIMS, but between the different campuses of AIIMS. We got a campus Jhajjar, we got campus in Ghaziabad, We have got campus in Ballabgarh, and you will be happy to know, apart from the small battery-operated buses, what we are having right now here, we are getting big urban road transport buses. Initially, a first lot of 4 buses coming. As they announced, they are going for a lot of capacity building initiatives in collaboration with AIIMS for different refinery projects situated into Mathura, that is nearby town, and Panipat refinery, and maybe in the northeast corner of India where AIIMS is going to give support. Besides, they have also assured that they would like to be a partner in procurement of different kinds of equipment which somehow has got delayed into our institution. Sir, we thank you so much for this. My very effective team led by Medical Social Survey Department, headed by Mr. B.R. Shekhar, and my media coordinator, Mr. Rajiv Makhuri. I will say that he is the main planner for this program. And apart from this, the team from Indian Oil Corporation, who have been working day and night to see how we can create a role model for corporate social responsibility with Indian Oil and AIIMS, so that we can emulate the same model in different hospitals of India. Sir, we would like to say still the challenges are lying ahead. Like I know 2 challenges when our Prime Minister announced that we should reduce the use of single-use plastics. But still 2 challenges we are facing in all institutions, that is how to replace the plastic bottles and how to reuse the plastic cups which are used for tea and different types of cold drinks and soft drinks. This is a big challenge, and I would like to request you, maybe we work together to find a viable substitute, cost-effective substitute for single-use plastic, especially starting from cups, paper cups, and glasses. With this word, I would like to thank you all. Thank you to our media colleagues. And we shall be moving shortly to our mother and child block to inaugurate the machine. Battery operators, environmental friendly buses are lying outside the director office. Those would like to move, they can join in the buses, and we will inaugurate 1 machine there. And this is only 1 machine we are inaugurating. But believe us, we have got 3 machines located in different corners of the AIIMS today. Okay, and I would like that you please educate the public that they can throw their used bottles, not here and there, directly they feed the machines. Thank you so much. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we would be moving to the mother and child block for the inauguration of the reverse vending machines. But before that, all are requested to join for high tea at the dining hall of boardroom. Thank you so much.